Somebody, welcome back to Rusty Gear Season 3, Episode 51 with me, Sid. Hard to believe we're in the second half of our century. And I have been doing a few things around the place. So I have decorated the outside now. We have many of this bits and pieces. We have another set over here, but I've also done some work inside the pottery. So I have made these shelves have the little brackets with a bit of basalt sand. I think that kind of looks kind of a metally colour. These are solid rather than the lattered version that these are. You can't place pots on those. You can place them on the solid version. So these are actually pottery that could be fired. These are pots that have been fired. I made a little stool for my potter's wheel, and I actually used this potter's wheel to start getting so far on it. So you've got a potter's wheel that's got the action there. We've got some clay, that's the blue-grey, that's the red, some storage up here, bits and pieces, more of the drying racks over here and round here. In here, nothing yet other than I just put a spare table that I made and a chest, so that's things. But I do need to, I think, try and get a chimney and a fireplace in this corner, because one of the things you have to do, like with pottery, is heat things up a lot. No, I mean that's obvious because you use a kiln. Let me try that again. If we have a look at phosphorus, white phosphorus powder is used to make luminous glass batches, but it's also powdered phosphorus can be used in dim things. So phosphorus is probably a bad idea because that's glass rather than pottery, but there are other things you have to heat, frit, for example. So having the ability to heat the things here is probably going to be better than having to go back to the forge. I did put this in as well. So this is our cellar area. It's the same size as a bit above. It has a water source and it has a lot of barrels, because we're going to need to make a lot of dye, which is going to be the thrust of this episode actually. So first things first, before we start making the dye, I could do with filling all of these barrels with water. That's an exciting job. And you know, I'm going to make you watch me do them all. Actually I'm not. I'm going to cut back in a moment once these are all filled with their respective, well, in this case, once these are all filled with, oh hello, that was not the key button I wanted. There we go. Once they're all filled with water, we'll just be putting them back out here. Shino has a similar setup. He's basically mass producing dye, and I think we're going to need to do the same, because you need it to make dyed clay. Dyed clay, that's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, because I'm not a sadist, I will be back once these are all filled. Alright, that is that. Now, we've got a whole load of things, and if we have a look at dye, there's blue dye, red, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the same really, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I have got more barrels than 10 here. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, so I've got a little bit extra. And when we look at dye, if we start off with blue, you can do blue with corn flour with 4 litres of water, and corn flour will make 4 litres of blue dye. That's fine. But you can also do it with powdered nickel, or you can do it with ultramarine, mixing that with diluted alum or diluted cassiterite or diluted chromite. So the key differences here are, these are actually, they're not really renewable, but they are very plentiful. Now corn flour is probably not things. If we look at woad blue, which is going to be the same, you know, we can use that still to make purple. I think there's no difference. Let me just check. Yeah, so both of those can be used to make purple. So woad blue uses 2 woad and 4 litres, and woad is very plentiful. So we are going to need, if we look at the 2 colours we've got there, for purple we need purple and woad blue. So I need 2 lots of woad blue. So let's go and have a look at that. I need 2 for every 4, which means that for 48, which is 12, I need 24 woad. Now I have been collecting woad whenever I get the opportunity, except for that bit there. So if we take that, that's 2 barrels worth, and another 2 barrels worth, and then I should have, yes, another 2 barrels worth, and I think that is 6 barrels, which will get me the blue and also the blue needed to then make purple. Now, wherever possible, I would prefer to do these using renewable resources, because renewable resources. Oh, yes, of course. There is a slight hitch with these, which is why I have a bowl here. Has to be 48 litres of water. So we need to scoop a couple of those out, and now it should give me 48 litres of woad blue dye after 8 hours of sealing. Off you go. So that gets us underway with our first lot of dyes. And then we can start looking at, if I can coordinate my fingers to press the buttons in the right order, we can start looking at this one. Let's have a look at dyes. So after that we've got yellow. Now yellow is made with onions or heather. And again I will need 24 times that, but I also need orange. Now orange dye can be made with yellow dye, and onions. So we're going to need onions as well. That's going to be a visit to the community centre, because I haven't got any farming down here at the moment. But let's try heather see whether I don't know whether I've even got close to that much heather. I may need to have a flower picking session, which is kind of difficult in winter, which means I may need to go somewhere else to find my heather. But this is fine. I knew this was a rabbit hole. See, we have 5 heather. Oh, no, that's catmint. So I need a lot more heather. So the first thing we need to do is head out and harvest heather, which I will do, and again I'll be back in a while. Alright, so the yellows are going, the blues are done, or at least the woad blue. What we need now is red. Red dye is powdered vermilion, and I realise I've screwed up the order of these anyway, so it doesn't matter really. Now I have got a whole bunch of powdered vermilion, and apart from making various dyes, red dye is only made with powdered vermilion with water, or we can use hematite or this litharge, which is made by cooking massicot, which in turn is made by cooking, apparently you can cook that, or you can cook powdered lead oxide, which you can then use powdered galana. A whole rabbit hole. However, this stuff here, whilst not renewable, is plentiful and effective. So we only need 1 per 4, so 48 is 10 is 12 per barrel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1 per 4, yeah, so I think we are, I just counted one too many there. There you go. So I have got, and I've been preparing a whole load of chemicals here. Let me just show you all the other. I've also got up here a whole load of stuff going. In here I've got a whole load of stuff going. In there I've got some stuff to go. Yeah, I knew how much of a rabbit hole this was going to be. So let's just have a look here, because I'm right. So if I'm going to do this, I won't use the word OCD. I know some people find it offensive if I use the word OCD when clearly I am not OCD. I'm not diagnosed, but I do like things in an order. The word blue is blue, and blue for my purposes are interchangeable. So we're going to go blue, red, yellow. Blue, red, and that's yellow. So we're going to take you. And just move you out of the way, because again, it will. Why has that one got 49 in it? Oh, I don't know. Blue, red, yellow, purple. So purple will go here. And we'll need to make this go purple in a moment. We may need some of that vermilion for that, but we'll check that in a moment. For the time being, 48, 48, 48, so that should be 12 in there. That should be 12 in there. And that should be 12 in there. Right, now, what's the next colour? Blue, green. Green is made with dry grass, or lily of the valley. Dry grass seems an infinitely easier one to get and renew. So let me go and find my scythe and get. Is green used for anything? Let me just check that one as well. No, it's only made for use for green, so I don't need to worry about it for anything else. That's nice. Always nice when you don't have to faff around. Right, where is my scythe? There you go. Right, I'm off to gather grass now. It's an action-packed episode, and it's dark. I would like to look for onions, so I'm going to head up to the spawn area and, well, I'll see you when I get there. So the first thing I'm going to do while I'm up here is I'm going to get the grass from in here in the greenhouse, and then I'm going to plant some onions, because I think onions should be, I mean it's February, it's late February as well, so we should be good for, and I know I can change the mode to do the whole lot, I just can't be bothered. It's far too much effort pressing a key. And I don't want to do this outside anyway. I only want to do it in here where these fields are a little bit, overgrown. Nicely, this stuff stacks to a bit more than 64 as well. So there should be some onion seeds out there. Let's have a look. Carrot, onions, there we go. They are cold resistant to -1, so as long as it doesn't go to -6, we're okay. Which I suppose is a risk that we're just going to have to take. And there's a little bit, so we keep talking about Southtown in the game, and one of my I have got a build planned for the South Bay, which is Shino's pirate themed bay area, and I've got a build plan for that area. I'm tempted next to, well, I don't know whether we're going to leave it till the next winter, because let's be honest, winter sucks up here. It's bloody cold. I might as well, I mean, I'm not going to, they're going to grow back, but I might as well clear the fields, actually, and I will set myself to the whole clear it in one. That makes more sense, but I might as well do this. It gives me a safe environment to work, and while we're at night I've just kind of soaked my feet. That was perfect. And so yeah, I have a build planned. It is a nautical build themed. It is another boat, although it's a boat with a difference, and I'm not going to give away too much, but I have some ideas for something which might be quite special. It might also be terrible, you know. There's always that danger, isn't there? So that's 128. I'm going to need more. Might as well just continue until I've cleared these fields, to be honest. There is there's a black and white Tux cat outside my door tapping to come in, and he's not coming in because he'll sit in front of the monitor and I won't be able to see anything. I've already got the ginger cats, or Cromwell, as he's, you know, he has a name. It's just that I know him as his name and you guys don't, so, you know, the ginger cat gives you at least a physical description of what he looks like. He's asleep by the door, so but he's never a problem. He doesn't actually come and sit in front of my monitor. He's monitor friendly. So yeah, we'll get this. I'm going to grab some onions while I'm here. I will need enough for 2 lots. Hopefully we've got them. We should have, because we've grown enough. I don't know, can you hear that rattling? I don't know whether it's coming through on the microphone or not. He's incessant. He's such a pest, but we love him. His back's almost healed now as well. A year on, and we're down to a wound about the size of a pea in terms of his hole. So I am really optimistic that in another 2 or 3 weeks, maybe slightly longer, that will be closed, and we can just let the skin toughen up a little bit, and then we can take his collar off, which has been a long time coming, but there you go. He's been a proper little soldier. So anyway, I'm going to stop rattling about cats, because I know not everybody is cat people. I only have one thing to say to people who aren't cat people, and that is, what's wrong with you? No, everybody to the round. Anyway, I'll be back in a bit. Right, we're going to try and sneak past Candy. I don't know whether she spotted me or not. And we're going to go and steal her onions. Sneak. Oranges, pickled onions. We might be out of luck, you know. It has been a while since I've grown anything down here. I thought I'd rumbled then. No onions. Oh dear. Oh, I've just had pies thrown at me. Okay, well, that's gonna scupper me for orange dye until the onions grow. I mean, they're not going to take long, but it's going to be longer than this episode. Let me just have a look at orange dye. Is there anything else I can do? I can use orange. Oh, I can use litharge. Have they moved? That's pie. That's, oh wow, you've been busy. Right. Okay. Well, there are alternatives. I could do the litharge, which is there any other? Can I not? I could do cassiterite with powdered bauxite. That might be an alternative for orange, which means I've got an excess of yellow, but yeah, well, we'll live. Right. Back home. See you in a minute. Alright, we're just hunting around for things. There is, of course, this rabbit hole, by the way, is not the whole warren. Oh, no. You see, we also have porcelain. Porcelain comes in lavender, sky blue, mint green, rose, peach, sunflower and snow white. And porcelain is an interesting one because porcelain is made with bone ash, powdered granite and then light clay, or if you're doing like the lavender, which Candy's just mentioned, is mixing things, and that makes you porcelain, and then porcelain allows you to make porcelain things. Now porcelain crocks hold 6 portions, not 4, because obviously it's a finer clay, so things. You've also got a porcelain teapot, and I don't know whether you can, I don't think you can glaze those, but having said that, you know, I think that's enough of a rabbit hole without adding the glazing to it. So I'm just trying to see if I've got any crushed cassiterite up here. How I've got 54, which is the ingredient for dilute cassiterite, and it's 1 to 5. We can also do tin oxide, which is made by cooking powdered tin. So it's actually okay, you can actually make the tin and then regrind it, but that's fine. We've got the cassiterite, I've got the bauxite. However, the bauxite is in the wrong form, and I don't know whether I've got any I have. Okay, we'll pretend I didn't do that then. Right, hello, we'll slow down. So we need to make 3 barrels of cassiterite. Let me just check this again. So it's 5 to 1. So I'm going to have to pour some out, unfortunately. Let's do the orange down here. 5 to 1, 50, so 10, isn't it? And there you go, that's our cassiterite used. And then we're going to use you, I'm going to be used for orange dye, and we're going to mix 2 to 1. That was right, wasn't it, Alan? Two to 1, so I need 25 then. One too far, and that will make us 50. Wow, that is faster than the plant version way of doing it, which I suppose makes sense. So what was the other one? We were doing green, wasn't it? Let me just check. Dye, blue, green, yes. And green is made... Wow, that grass is just an ingredient for so many things. 4 to 4. So taking out That will give us that lot, and then we need 48. And that should make us green. Right, so we've done green. That is where the orange will live once it's done, but I suppose I can take you out and just stick you over the end here for a moment. Well, we just put you down. It doesn't really matter where you live, does it? As long as you're in the right places. There you go. Nice to be able to reach over and get a 50 litre barrel of liquid and just lug it around, isn't it? That's realism for you. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I mean, this is interesting. I do like this element. It's interesting. Grindy, don't get me wrong, because that is got 2.6 days to make the yellow dye that way. That's 15 hours, and that one's 11 hours of 12, so that's almost done. That's fine. Right, so we got orange. What's after orange? Black. Now black's an interesting one, because we need to make grey to make black, and grey is 8 litres of water and metal scraps, or we can use powdered rusty metal and alum. Now, to be honest, metal scraps are not a biggie. I've got lots of them, so I need to make 2 lots of that. So I need 6 per barrel, so 6, 12, 24, 36 metal scraps. Have I got I've got them. The question is, do I have them here? The answer is I don't know. And then we'll probably need some more, or I think it was those. It was either those or gears, actually. I can't remember. I've got 9. It's a start. Not in there. I don't think we've got anything in there. Let's have a look in these, see what I've got. Oh, there's another 5. I'll have to stop throwing them away, aren't I? I mean, this is one of the reasons why I do try not to throw things away, because you never know when you're going to need it. I mean, it's not going to be in there, shouldn't be in there, and that's all of the stuff that I've already collected for... Oh, hello. Bit of lag there. Right, so I need to go back up to spawn to get that. And then that will be used to make grey, and then the grey will be used to make black. So I need... same again, but then it will be 6, 12, 18, so I'll need another 18. Yeah, I've got to have to go back up to spawn then. So I'll head back up and I'll see you in a moment. So, turns out I didn't have very many. I only had 11. I've obviously used a lot of it for other stuff. And I did grind some down. I can't remember what it was for now, but might have been Frit Mix. So yeah, I'm going to set another sifting operation going while I'm up here, because that's how I get a lot of this. The other trick is to throw myself into caves until I find locust nests and then, you know, destroy them. But you don't get a huge amount from it. It's kind of, you know, swings and roundabouts really. So yeah, always a pleasure, never a chore, honest. But yeah, we need that black. Now I can use gears, and I'm not gear poor, so that would be an option if I'm a bit shy, just to get the initial batch of things going. But yeah, would have preferred not to have to do this. We'll set the sifting going, so it's good for the future. But you know, it's this is what happens when you take your eye off the ball, by the way. Because I would routinely come up here every login and set this lot running, and I haven't done it for a while because I kind of got to the point where I was running with what was it, about 64 temporal gears and all the other good stuff, and I kind of realised that I didn't really need a huge amount more, although I'm now I'm doing some of the glass. The luminous glass uses ground temporal gears, so you know that's an expensive little operation if you want to do a significant amount. I mean, I made 11 luminous glass blocks to work on Grand's Pond, and that was 4 temporal gears worth. So not cheap, not expensive, but not cheap, you know, all good fun. Anyway, enough grumbling. Well, there's never enough grumbling, though. There's always room for more grumbling. What we are going to do then is we're going to get, let's have a look. We're going to do, after orange we've got black, so we're going to need to do the grey first, and that is 6. So these need to be in 48s again. And if I take one gear out of that, then we can do, again, it's not that, I mean, this is really not expensive at all. 6 gears is nothing. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, although this is cheaper. So, and then we need H. After black, we've got grey, so we're doing the same again. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Seal. 6. That's only 8 hours for those, so that's not too bad. But then I do need to do the same again. So, and at that point I'm into gears because I really don't have any more of that stuff, and I'm not as rich for gears as I used to be, so I should really be contemplating doing a little bit of locust nest raiding, I think. So we've got grey and black underway. Pink is cranberries or powder. Yeah, I haven't got any of that, so we can't do pink, and cranberries I need to harvest. So maybe a trip to the south, but not the south town, would be in order there. I mean, south might have them. I suppose we could, but let's just leave pink for a second. White is 10 litres of dilute borax plus dilute. That is 2 to 2. So I'd need, hang on, I need 2 for 5, so 10 would be 4. So what's that? Oh God, my maths. 20, isn't it? 20 plus 5, 25 powdered borax. I think we can manage that. Let me, oh God, slow down. I'm going to kill myself. Powdered borax. Crushed alum. We've got a little bit of powdered borax there, not a lot. But I have a lot of borax. I've probably got a whole load more pre-ground up here. Let me have a look. Borax, borax, borax. If I were the borax, where would I be? That's lime, that's sphalerite, that's powdered borax. That was cassiterite. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I was wondering what was going on then. So what did I say? 25, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that's per barrel, isn't it? So I'm going to need... Luckily there's a lot of borax in this area. Right, let's go and get the white done. A pink, I need to... What was pink again? Sorry. Yeah. I only looked at it 2 minutes ago. Cranberries, that was... So we need to harvest cranberries. And that one is pink. There, white. White dye. Okay, that's... And it's instant, which is... good. Hello. And that goes in there. So other than pink, everything is underway. Now the only way I'm going to do pink is by going hunting for cranberries, and I need to go somewhere warmer for that. So let's head... Well, let's just head over to spawn. And... Oh, well, no, get out of that. It's always dangerous sticking a bed next to things you have to click. So this will take us down to 8 digits place, which is souther. It has got the south in the bag, but it's not vastly south. It's not 200,000 blocks south. It is things. Their trees are looking like they're good. So it's only 22 degrees down here now. That is died from too high temperatures because it was left through the summer. You can sow stuff down here in winter and harvest it. Mango trees will be definitely good in, what did we say that was, 20 odd, yeah, about 25 days, which is about the same time tomorrow night. If you're not seen 8 digits place, it's actually beautiful down here. It's got this really nice little I mean this, I love this build. This is just really open and lots of clutter, my kind of build. That's his entrance hall, and once you get past the pigs on the roof and slightly overkill on the windmills there, I can't say anything. This is his indoor villa area, which is yeah, it's a real shame he's not been on. I think he has real life issues happening, and I want that. No, John, you can't go stealing people's bases. So I'm going to hunt around for cranberries. I think this this might be a futile hunt, but we will have a look, see what we can find, and I'll be back in a bit. There comes a time when you have to take and admit defeat. I was not successful in finding any flowering cranberry bushes. So, but I did find a whole load of other bushes which were flowering or fruiting at the very least. Now, the only one of those any use for dyes is the black currants, which are for purple. I don't have an issue with having more purple. That's always a good one. So yeah, that's that was a bit of a downer, but yeah, we're down one colour. I can live without pink for a while, but we can address the issue of that one. Now, if we just have a look at the use of that, purple is 4 to 4, so I need 48 basically. I also need to run this in here. We are going to we're going to store the vast majority of this is going to go into my storage, because it should, and this is a big should stay fresh for, what did I just take out then? 0.1, okay. So that should, no, put that back. We should be good to put 48 of those into there, and that will give me, yeah. So we'll do that just to give us some more purple, because you know as well as I do that I am going to want more purple. So extra purple is in. So just pink really. The yellow we're still waiting on. This, let me just have a look at the dye, because the other one was taking blue dye and adding hematite, wasn't it? I think. Let's have a double check. Woad dye, and we are going to add vermilion to it. Okay, so 24 vermilion, 48, and that will give me more purple. But again, going forward, the objective is 24. That the objective is to be as reliant on renewables as much as possible to get these colours, so we're not, you know, we're not dependent entirely on these chemicals and discovering all of those things. That's the kind of, that's the word I was looking for. Right, this is the interesting one. So I needed to go for these. We need black, so I need 6 gears per. I know I did pick up some more of that, but not enough. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. That will do for this batch. But that's clearly not something we want to continue with, so yeah, definitely got some jobs to do. Right, we've got all of this now. I do want to take out these and certainly put some of this to keep it fresh, because it's all stuff that really does need to sit in my inventory. Why the hell do I want all of this? I'm conscious that time is probably against us now, because I've spent a lot more time faffing around with the dyes than I thought I had. I'll need to do it. Well, I need to make things. So, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. These, by the way, I have purchased. So 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 of the green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I suspect we also want one of those. I better go and put these bushes away, because we will want those sooner rather than later. Probably sooner, actually, if what we're at, February, so as spring's coming in, I'm probably going to want to get some. I should have. How many cranberry bushes have I got? Not many. 15. I need to get out and buy more. Yeah, so what we want to do is we're going to take these, I'm going to stick those in there. I'm going to go and grab myself, there should be some charcoal. There we go, in you go. And 8 of these will cook down to 1 block, which is fine. So we're going to cook these up and I'll be back in a second. As I suspected, time has got away from me, but that's not new. So we haven't got the chimney in. We're still waiting for some of these colours to finish, but that's fine. We'll get there, and pink is not on the agenda right now. But in here, and this is an intro. Actually, I just realised, that's going to be that's awkward. I might need to drop the ceiling a little bit down there. So my thoughts were this. We're going to have down here on this side, on one wall, we're going to have barrels with various glazes and clays and frits and chests above them and lots of storage. And if we have a look at the dye, so I don't have any blue, so let's go. In fact, let me have a look at clay, because clay is what we're talking about right now. So if we come down here, we've got normal clay, then we've got black, blue, brown. Interesting. I wouldn't even think about brown, but black and blue. So black would be the first one. We're going to come in here, take that out, and we're going to mark the colour on the floor, which is why I think I'm going to need to do that now. If I go in and go clay again, we had wait a minute, here we go, black, blue, brown, dark grey, red. So black, blue, brown, dark grey, red. And there's our red block. And then so the idea is we can come in here and we can immediately see what the colour is. It's not going to be perfect, but it will. I've gone too far, haven't I? Yeah, there you go. Green, light, which presumably is the same as white. Okay, so now I've forgotten already where I was. Thinking and talking at the same time. So we've got red, then we've got green, then we've got malachite. Green, malachite, which is a different thing entirely, but it's something we are going to potentially want. So let's put that in there. And then what have I got left? Purple and orange. So after malachite, we go orange, gap, purple. Orange, gap, purple. So this will basically indicate to us, and then we'll have the last one there, which was the yellow, will be on this side, and then that'll give us spare capacity for all the colours. However, the downside to that is it has kind of buggered up my nice little colour design up there. I think what we do is, well, I'll need more than this, but we'll fix this between episodes, so I'm just going to put that away. Let me just have a look at you. I would like you to be that. So your hammer and chisel, okay. That, I would have thought it was saw. Surprised about and a hammer. There you go. That's so we are going to have to transition to steel tools at some point as well, because I've made all this steel. Oops, hello. And then we'll come down to there. That will join up to where the chimney goes. Actually, no, it's the other on the thing. So we'll do the same on the other side, because we will have similar there. And in the meantime, I am going to be waiting for all of these lovely colours to process up. But I think that'll do us for this one. I'll continue working these colours in the background, and I'll start thinking about how I want to, and I'll finish this off, and we'll things now. If you're interested how you get the so for example, what are we missing here? We've got black. Let me just go and have a look at my clays again. Clay, 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 clay. Somewhere around here. There we go. We've got blue. So blue is the next one. So to make blue clay, you basically put one piece of clay in with 1 litre of blue dye. So if I want 8 for my blue piece, then I need to go... oh god, yeah, that's going to be entertaining, isn't it? What I can't do, I think, is do that. Yeah, you have to have what like for like. So I'm going to need an empty barrel. Borrow that one. It's only got water in it, so it doesn't matter. And then we'll scoop out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those will go in, bang, and that will give me some blue clay, which I can then cook up and make a block. And similarly, I can do, the red, orange, which I've got grey we can do, black I'll be able to do in a few hours, white I'll be able to do. So it's only pink. Pink is my Achilles heel today, I'm afraid. And then we'll be putting stuff in here with the, if we have a look at, if we have a look at frit, for example, we've got black, blue, brown, gold we'll need to do, the green, blue, there's a few different ones too, just the standard colours there, but there's a lot of these where we'll have the same ones, and these are painful, but we'll come to those later. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. On that note, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.